what she presented is, I'm sure, very powerful and very important. And obviously there's a sense of frustration that seems to be very appropriate. So, and you all respond as counsel. Why did that happen? Why did you want to stop?
Look, I'm concerned about this. There was a public meeting about the rezoning. There were several public meetings because zoning is a public process. A demand for public meetings, public hearings, and so there was a very public process. I won't go into the detail of that tonight because that's a conversation we ain't got to embrace. What I do think is this. One of the questions, I think it goes back to what Brother Rashad was talking about. When we say we need to identify who the we is or are. Because no matter how many times I have community meetings or discussions with community groups or discussions with community, there's always this sense of, well, every meeting I have, or Reverend, there's not enough information. But I've been saying the same things over and over again for 3 years at every community. Whether it's the Save Ray Street Committee, whether it's the Discharge Place, I'm saying the exact same thing over and over and over again. Now, what I said I think we should do, and I'll say this again, we need to come up with a homeland-specific economic development income committee which plugs into this engine that monitors this land use and economic activity on a consistent basis. We don't have that now. But that's what we need to do. We need one in Water, we need one in Homewood, we need one in North Point Breeze, and we need one in Lincoln Lemonade. Because those issues of those communities, although all of them are in my council district, are different. Garfield has one already. East Liberty has one already. We don't have that already. And so, when Jimmy was here, Lincoln Lemonade had a process, but we don't have it anymore. And so we have to need, and I agree with you, and I'm trying, my problem is simply time, not a decision. I want to put together a systematic way in which everybody gets engaged and gets participated.
So we started now?
You're starting it now.
Can I make observation real quickly? No disrespect to people's hands is up. I've been around a long time too. What we see going on here is a fractured community. Y'all keep asking the wrong questions. The question isn't what you're going to do for us. The question is, this is what you're going to do. The question is, this is what the urban agenda is for our community. That means that we have to sit down, like we did almost 20 years ago, come with a comprehensive agenda for our community, so anybody that runs for office, or anybody that's in office, we're going to take that agenda to them, since you are the policymaker and the legislator, and this is what we want you to do for us. This is a commercial. Because I'm tired of being at these meetings. I'm 64 years old. I'm more going than I'm coming. I don't know how much I'm going to have left in me. I want to see something happen in my lifetime. So I'm saying to all of y'all right now, and I've been doing this here for 40 years. Okay, not in Homewood, but I've been doing it. This is going to be, after the candidates forum, for any of y'all guys that have been over at our facility, we had a very comprehensive PowerPoint presentation and identify some specifics that we want to see in our community addressed with all the candidates for mayor and also, for school board. We talked about an urban agenda to Councilman Peduto. We said we need to have an Office of Urban Affairs, number one, that will begin to look at specifically the issues that impact us as a community. Now, we don't have nothing against no white folk. We don't have nothing against no Asian folks. But specifically, when you're dealing with our group, there's been relentless, ongoing, systemic trauma to our group. And we see that all over. So this ain't going to be no real clean conversation here. There's no one person that's to blame. Councilman Burgess and Councilman Peduto is part of a broader structure That's only one or two votes, however you look at it. The ultimate vote got to be us. We have to organize political and empower ourselves on the ground. We have to come with a political agenda. Because they always got to come see us in 4 years. They're coming back our way. So we have to be the one to say, we have to check mark. You know, we got to have, whether we got an A, or whether we got a B, whether we got a C. Now let's show you a long, look here. This is going to be a long endurance problem and statement that we're going to be dealing with, brothers and sisters. So I'm going to ask all of y'all, this is a commercial like I said. Now, and all of y'all that don't come to this here, and I see y'all at another meeting, I'm going to blast you straight up. Because what I'm saying right here, this is a diverse, right, open for everybody that's concerned about what we're talking about today. Once and for all, can we come together, stay together, and come with a comprehensive plan for our community? Wednesday, for those y'all can make it at 6 o'clock. We're going to sit down and we're going to begin to talk about how this comprehensive piece is going to look in our community. And then when we come with a plan, which we don't have yet, then we can present the plan to Councilman Burgess or potentially, the mayor, the next mayor of our city, Mr. Peduto. So I'm asking everybody, please, let's get involved in this here process. And then next time we come to a meeting like this, then we can be hold up, so you about Wednesday. Hold up. This Wednesday. At 3 at 6 o'clock. And then next time Diane says what she says at a table, we can say at the meeting that this is our plan that we gave to the mayor, we gave to our council person.
Two things. This young lady had her hand up, and I wanted, Matthew. I wanted you all specifically, as well as the rest of the folks here, to the story. Overview.
So we can do that.
Well, I've had a summary form. Because it puts us, it shows the historic roots of where we are today. So if you have questions, by the way, introduce yourself and your background real quick.
I'm Matthew Hawkins, Associate Director of Qikvideo during the late 1980s. And many of the issues that my brother in the home with Nathan about that there's a sense of deja vu in terms of the conflict between preservation of existing housing stock and demolition. These were the issues we were
I'm sorry to interrupt, but the lady downstairs who works at the library, so she's about to kick everybody out. Rashawn did open his doors, so
That's what happens when you own your own.
How many minutes?